You go out to California, and they're actually passing laws through state legislature like this.
Yep.
California House passes bill requiring judges to consider race when sentencing. So we're just ripping the blindfold off of Lady Justice and using it as a cum rag at this point.
Listen, I mean, the way I look at it is it should just be a set time for each crime. It doesn't matter what color you are or what sex.
Yep. They're really trying to keep the race thing current, even though they're shifting gears toward the alphabet community thing as their newest, most oppressed class.
Yeah, well, they're running out of stuff because they're starting to turn on each other. One.
Let them have
Number two, it's absolutely insane. Like, remember the Matt Walsh, what is a woman thing?
Oh, yeah.
All right. That is an easy-ass question to answer from a biological viewpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And the cult is so skewed to the left, they can't even answer that question because they know it will get picked apart using logic and reason. And normally, cult shit doesn't stand up to scrutiny.
No, it never does. That's why when you bring up a dissenting view, they don't try to defend it. They just kick you out of the cult and start calling you names.
Yeah, they call you names like you're killing us.
It's phobic. It's a genocide.
Get the hell.
Never mind, it was only 2 of us in a year.
Yeah, I know.
And we're coming after your children en masse.
Well, I mean, the genocide is actually all of the trans people committing suicide.
No, the real genocide is them going after the legacy of our children.
Yeah.
Because if these kids go through with this crap after being brainwashed, they're done.
Yep.
They will never experience orgasm. They'll never have children. The legacy, your family names, gone. That's genocide.
Okay. Well, I would say it's indirect genocide.
Yeah.
You're not actually lining people up over a pit, blowing their heads off. You're just
just like the parents who are devouring these children with big pharmaceuticals.
Yep.
It's genocide by proxy.
Or Munchausen's.
Yes, Munchausen by proxy.
Yep.
It's all proxy shit. But this is Assembly Bill 852, which would require courts, whenever they have discretion to determine a sentence, to consider the disparate impact on historically disenfranchised and system-impacted populations with the intent of rectifying racial bias. Because the solution to past discrimination, which these people haven't actually experienced, they've all been born with a leg up over the average person, is more discrimination.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Now listen. All right. In the 30s, let's say 1940 and prior to that, there was a lot of discrimination written into color of law.
Yep.
All right. Now, when you go back and you look at the crime stats from, back then, it doesn't even hold a candle to what we have today.
No.
And you can literally look at the crime stats, find out when no-fault divorce came in, when the welfare came in, because you literally see the prison population just explode.
Yep. Yeah. If you take the crime rates, the violent crime rates, and the single-parent rates in this country and watch them go up, those lines are basically parallel.
Yeah, I mean, they're felony factories. And it's not a race thing. It's a lack of a father. It's a lack of, it's basically an imbalance.
Yep.
I mean, the way the world is designed, you have a male and you have a female, mother, father. Each of them teaches you different things in life. Now, granted, the mother is great at nurturing up until you're about, 8 to 10 years old. Then after that, if you're a dude, life gets monumentally more difficult. And it's hard to navigate if you don't have that, father figure in your life looking down the sights going, if you keep doing that, you're going to go to prison. So we're going to adjust you 3 degrees to the left and don't do that again. And that was enough.
You're right.
Like, I got my ass handed to me dozens of times when I was a kid, and I deserved every ass whipping. I was a raging asshole. There is no hard feelings whatsoever because I am still alive and I'm not in prison.
Correct.
Winning.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you take the person who teaches you how to deal with the real world on its own terms out of the picture and then stick him with the person who is going to try to teach them how the world should be.
Yeah.
And if it's not going to do that for you, then you scream and cry and throw tantrums until it does. Wah.
Because there's no winners or losers, and everyone gets a trophy.
Yeah.
But
I mean, of course, women are going to teach young boys to think that way because that's how they get their own way growing up.
Well, here's
screaming
the
and
other thing.
crying and throwing tantrums.
They put these women teachers put these young boys on ADHD medication that they don't need.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Medicate
boys
the shit out of them.
just they're more rambunctious. They have more energy. They don't like to sit still.
Yeah.
They're not like chicks. You got to handle them differently.
Yeah, ADD is a grift.
Yeah.
Just like this gender shit.
Well, I'm sure there are some people out there who legitimately have it.
I'm sure that they do too, but we're never going to find out who those people are because they never test for the so-called chemical imbalance that's supposedly in your brain before they put you on the medication to fix it, which actually does cause a chemical imbalance in your brain once you withdraw from it. Isn't it amazing how that works?
Well, my buddy Pete, he's like my brother.
Oh, Belly? Or different Pete?
No, different. Pete Meyer.
Oh, yeah, the Pete. Yeah, the asshole who fucking, prank calls me and will fucking call you during streams. Would you like to come and watch it, the gay part? No.
So he's got two sons. I'm close to his sons. They're my nephews.
Okay.
One of them is about 6 feet 6'1".
Okay.
The other one is about 5'7", 5'8". The younger one, his mother put him on that ADHD medicine, and I swear to God, it stunted his growth.
Oh, it wouldn't shock me.
I mean,
My brother, who's the shortest of us, ADHD meds.
there you go.
Boom. Rest of us, we're all about the same height. But anyway, this law, it's dead before it begins. It passed in the House. It's currently in front of the Senate. If they pass it, if they're stupid enough to try to pass it through the Senate, it's just going to get injuncted.
Listen, I mean, these liberal states are going full socialist.
Oh, I know. They're
so
trying
I would
anyway.
I'd expect them to pass it.
I'm sure they will.
Effed in the head.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, when you are born and raised in Cuckafornistan, this is the kind of big brain thinking that you can look forward to. Let's check this out. Danger in the USA. Let's see what this big-brained mother fornicator has to say, shall we?
Yep.
I'm really about to show y'all why we need to move out of America. Look at this. They're selling lion chops. They're
Lion chops.
Loin chops.
taking exotic animals and cutting them up and putting them in our local grocery stores.
Oh.
Look, I'm in Safeway. They're putting lion meat in the fucking grocery stores.
Stop it.
Does it hurt your head?
Yeah.
Does it hurt your head yet?
What you are seeing here is the product of the modern education system. So there's a loin and a lion. Two different things. And lion meat, I don't think you can actually get your hands on that in the United States.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Unless you're stupid enough to jump out of a car during a safari and get dragged off into the woods like that one video we showed you guys.
And first of all, I mean, that meat's probably horrible. I wouldn't want to eat it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was a couple operations we were considering eating some cats, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'd rather eat rat or squirrel.
Oh, you don't eat pussy?
No, I ain't no cat. No, that's just nasty.
Yeah, I know. You shoot him instead.
I mean, there's a couple of Asian dishes that serve dog and cat stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I just, ugh.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.